Welcome to another episode of Top Beer. Fucking spelled the German way for copyright reasons.
The classic.
Today, first of all, we got Connor back, so we're back in full force.
Yes.
Dream team. We're going to do German Bockbier, but it turns out they're real expensive. So instead, we are going to do Flensburger Pilsner, a North German beer. In fact, the farthest North German beer, because it's right on the border with Denmark, against two North German-style Portland microbreweries. So, yeah, this should be a great time. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I am as
get
well.
after it. And they're really fun to open.
Oh,
My goodness.
I'm scared of the beer.
It got in my eye, and I closed my eyes. I don't know how that
how'd you open this shit?
You gotta push on it real good.
Oh, you just push this way?
Yeah, push on it real good.
No,
At the very
Hold on, I'll help you
Okay.
in a moment.
The mechanism is new to me.
You gotta do it.
I know your soft desk jockey
yeah.
hand
I know.
You gotta
can
push like right.
Oh, there.
at the bottom. There you go.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Gotta learn the mechanism.
Yes.
This is a mechanism.
Now we gotta wait for Connor because we're gentlemen.
That's what. Oh, I'm drinking. Beer. No. Just checking.
Oh yeah, careful.
Oh, it's so frothy.
It is pretty frothy.
Ooh.
Did you get the whole thing in there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Nice.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, yep. Well, goodness.
That is crisp.
That's good.
That is crisp. Crisp is a good word.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Very dry.
Very dry.
Yeah, it's dry.
Very bready.
Oh yeah, dry, bready, and crisp.
I dig
Those are
it.
definitely
Words.
the first.
Those are
Not very
definitely.
hoppy.
No, not really. No, but yeah. Holy cow. And it's,
I mean, for a pilsner, it's pretty hoppy.
and it's pure.
Oh yeah.
German purity law.
Well, so this is great. This is my dad's favorite beer of all time.
Wow.
This
Okay,
is-
that's high praise.
Yes, this is his. So I really like this beer. It may be nostalgia because every time we were visiting Germany, this was the beer he would go get.
Sure.
Well, I mean, he drank a lot of different kinds of beer, but this is the one he would hunt down.
Okay.
Yeah, like a bloodhound.
Yes.
And so I remember this being really good, but I guess we'll see what happens against these upstarts.
Man, I mean, some of them have been pretty solid. Some of them, I mean, I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like the German beers have always won, but there have been some that are very close.
They always
so, like,
are.
I mean,
We haven't done very many German beers.
Yeah, we haven't.
what was the one we did? It was the one that we thought we mispronounced, but didn't. What was it?
The Weinstefan.
The Weinstefan. Yeah, that stuff.
Well, the brewery's called Weinstefan. Although I'm probably pronouncing that vaguely wrong because it is Bavarian, so who the fuck knows? But on the cans of Helles, it says Weinstefan Helles.
Okay.
That's the one I was telling you about.
I've had that before, actually.
Yeah,
it's
it's,
good.
It's good.
yeah,
Yeah.
Very good.
yeah.
The Hellslager or whatever.
Then the brewery's from like 1040.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Yeah.
I think I had a German restaurant. I think Gustav's before. I think.
Yeah, Gustav's
Good.
probably have that. I can see.
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, Gustav's.
So I know I'm loving this. What do you guys think?
I dig it. Yeah, I mean, super tasty, crisp, clean finish.
It's big. Yeah, you could definitely session shit like this, but
It's flavorful, but like super drinkable at
Yeah.
the same time. So that's
Yeah.
nice. Like with IPAs, it's just like you want to sip it. It's not like but this is like not to compare it to an IPA, but it's very, very flavorful. Like but right.
Yeah. So this is as we discussed on our Pilsner Urquell against Warsteiner episode, the Germans have like 4 major styles of Pilsner that they do. And this North German variety is the driest and hoppiest of the 4 styles.
Okay.
And it gives you that nice crisp finish. This would have been a good one to do against the Urquell.
Because
Because the Warsteiner was so wildly different that it was hard because they were both really good but totally different. So we ended up sitting there thinking, well, what am I in the mood for, malt or hops?
Right.
How are we gonna
hard to
how are we
get,
gonna figure it out? But
More subjective for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
so I think the winner of today's matchup, that'd be a good one to do against the Urquell.
no,
Okay.
definitely. I
Okay.
can see that. I do really dig these bottles too. That is super.
Oh yeah.
Is it like porcelain?
I mean, you would never. We're doing it in the interest of the taste test. The other ones are in cans and all that. But yeah, you would always drink these out of the bottle.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, and Flens in Germany, they have fantastic advertisements on the radio all the time. On the rock station that we played at the auto workshop, they would have commercials all the time for Flens, and they were always just stupid commercials. Like they had one where it's just a guy drinking with his two of his friends, and he asks them, like, if you found a genie and you could have one wish, or you found a genie, you had 3 wishes. What would you wish for? And one of them just goes, "The flush of Flens, die nie alle wird." It's like a bottle of Flens that's never empty. And he goes, okay, and what else? Noch eine Flasche Flens, die nie alle wird. It just keeps going like that. He goes to the other guy, what would you have? A flash of Flens. And it just keeps going.
That's so fucking great. Oh yeah. Nope. I can see why, because this is very tasty.
Oh yeah, that's all.
Very, very tasty.
Yeah. So this is what the Pilsners are like in northern Germany. I mean, they vary themselves, but you get a very dry, bready. There's really no sweetness there. Dry, bready, and it's got not an excessive amount of hot bitterness, but it gives it like a little bit of bite to it. Nice, crisp finish.
No, definitely.
I think.
Crisp.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. I'm a fan.
Very drinkable.
Very
drinkable. Especially for something. Sometimes when stuff's hoppy, like you mentioned before, it can be hard to session it, But this definitely, yeah, you definitely could.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna bet this is not over 40 IBU.
Yeah.
So maybe 30 to 40
even
IBU.
says.
No,
Probably not, right?
No, just 4.8% alcohol.
Yeah.
pretty standard measurement. And of course, oh wait, they don't actually have the ingredients listed this time. They just the German bottles always have the ingredients.
Yep.
Do not leader.
Do not leader. Yeah. Don't drink a liter.
No, it says liter.
Oh.
It says liter.
Don't tell me what to do.
You motherfuckers.
Throw this outside right now. God damn it. Yeah. No, I'm impressed.
It's gonna be. Oh yeah. Well, fuck. Let's just get after it.
Yeah, boys.
Good shit.
All right.
Delish.
Very good.
And we're back. Moving on to the Pelican Pilsner. All right.
All right.
Pelican seems to be a recurring brand in these episodes.
Well, it's one of the best breweries
around here.
Yeah. Pelican and Deschutes and Bowie. Bowie's also real nice.
Except for Pelican's fish and chips.
Don't badmouth the brewery because the brew pub you happen to be at screwed you on the fish and chips serving size.
I'm very upset.
Maybe they were trying to do you a favor.
I'm a
They were
big
just
boy.
like, look at this guy. Let's sort him out and just give him a little bit.
To be fair, I weighed like
Let's
30,
help
20
him out.
pounds less than.
Which was still too much.
But it was still not ideal. Yeah.
Oh God! Cheers!
Right, well, I've done fucked it up, but yes. Cheers.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow.
Whoa. What the fuck?
It's got almost like a citrusy. Like, are you picking it up? It's like a very light, like wheat citrus, like a citrus wheat kind of taste.
This is gonna be a little irreverent, but it almost tastes like drinking a fucking Earl Grey tea. Oh, it's got like a bergamot citrus.
Like
hold on,
herbal, definitely an herbal. Yeah. It kind of does.
Yeah,
especially
a little bit.
Yeah. It's got like a tea citrus flavor for some reason.
It's like a twisted tea. No, it's not.
Oh God, no, it's not like a twisted tea.
I wonder if that comes from just the hops.
Yeah, I wonder.
That we have at our disposal here.
These motherfuckers always put a paragraph on their floral
Hold
spicy.
on.
Or holding.
Because I read this. I had one of these the other day, and I read the can. It's hilarious.
Cheater.
And I want the description's hilarious.
Okay.
and I want to save it, and I want you to do it.
Okay.
In that great speaking voice you have, that's usually
muffled,
subdued by the constant haze of pot smoke. My filthy Hungarian friend. I don't have anything against Hungarians. That's just what I call him. He's one of my friends from Germany. My other friend from Germany is a North German. I just refer to him as my filthy North German bus mechanic. It's just how I talk about my friends. That guy was talking to him, and he was watching that, and he was bitching about like how quiet you talk, and he was saying, but he's got like a great radio presenter type of voice when he actually like sounds off and reads the fucking can.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it. I can do Kronk pretty well. Like,
I don't know what
Patrick Warburton.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
Shout out.
that guy's a great actor.
Yeah. Brock Sampson.
We're gonna go lay down with John.
God, my nose just does not work.
Dude, you have COVID without actually having caught COVID.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
COVID.
I've never. Maybe I was the first guy. I've always had it.
You've been
And
patient
it
zero.
took a while. See, I'm such a badass. The virus was just trying to make me sick, and it couldn't, and it just had to think of a way to keep going. So it's like, I guess we'll just spread to other people.
It's all the ivermectin.
Yeah.
That's clear.
A little bit every morning,
Your coffee.
Yeah, sprinkle. Okay.
It has a little spice.
What do you?
Oh, by the way,
nutmeg on a fucking.
Yeah.
What?
I tried something the other day. I was making guacamole, and there's a half pack of bacon left
Okay.
in the fridge.
Okay.
And you can see where this is going. I made bacon guac.
Oh, whoa.
It was great.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll tell you what I shouldn't have done, and it was still delicious, but I took the pan and I emptied all the bacon grease into the guac. Because I thought, you know what? Fuck it. Like, what are we doing?
So half a pound.
Half measures here?
Oh,
Fuck that.
son of a
Let's just.
bitch.
I dumped a little bit and stirred it around. It still looked like guacamole, and I just looked at the pan and went, you know what? The rest is going in. And I dumped the whole motherfucker in there.
And did it still look like guacamole?
Yeah. No, it was fine. And it tasted really good. I'm sure it was no longer a healthy meal. But the only problem is when you put it in the fridge, it like congealed a little bit. So it was slightly congealed, chunky guacamole. Still delicious though.
So I have had
I took
bacon.
it out in like a day and a half.
Hell yeah. Dude.
I've had bacon guac before, but only because I like every once in a while do like huevos rancheros, and I like doing like slices of bacon and then putting guacamole on top. But
Huevos rancheros.
yeah, shit's so good.
Well, yeah, as usual, you put bacon in something, it just makes it better.
Oh,
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. No. It's
I'm pretty sure if I had like, you know, those like pepper shakers at pizza places and whatnot. You've got the little like sprinkles of red pepper and whatnot.
Yeah.
If you had like the same thing but bacon,
just bacon.
I'm pretty sure you just sprinkle some in this beer, and it would work.
Just be.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure, dude.
You could do it.
It would probably work because every time I think they've gone too far, like putting bacon on ice cream or something, or covering it in chocolate.
Voodoo donuts.
I'll try it,
bacon.
and then I'll go, you know what? It's still amazing.
Yeah. And the one with, yeah. I don't know. You can definitely. There's a time and place for bacon. Most places it's fine, but yeah, you can definitely put in stupid shit.
The place is called my mouth. Oh god, Rudy had him.
Did you guys? I was binge watching a lot of Jim Gaffigan's comedy the other day,
I dig
and
it.
he had this great bit about vegetarians. And he was saying, you know, for people who don't eat meat, they talk about it all the time, and he just starts imitating vegetarians. He goes, "Yeah, I don't like meat. I just call meat at 4 a.m. and then hang up the phone." Has meat asked about me?
In that fucking voice, has meat asked about me?
Oh yeah. And then,
so-
I can't even do the voice he does. Oh god.
Yes. Yeah, because he's talking about meat substitutes and shit. It's like, yeah.
I was eating vegetarian for about a month this New Year. And just because
Why?
I don't know. I was trying to figure out, like, I was having some shit with my diet that was annoying me, like stomach shit, but it wasn't even the meat.
Maybe it was too much, or like not enough meat.
I mean, maybe it might have been. I don't, dude. Because I was like, for a full month, I didn't feel any different. I was like, why am I doing this to myself? Like fake meat.
Maybe you just eat healthy.
Yeah.
Just eat generally, like maybe you don't eat heaps of meat all the time.
No, but eating
I'm
healthy
willing to
for
admit
sure.
that's not great for you.
That's Rudy.
I don't eat that much.
So the last time we hung out, he made what was it, a 3-pound tri-tip roast?
Oh, that was good.
Then we cut it in half. I ate half of my half, and then he ate the rest of my half.
That's not true. I left a sliver for the breakfast of the...
You ate at least 32 ounces of meat in one sitting.
Because I'm not a
like
bitch.
like an absolute fucking unit. Yeah,
Carnivore.
Yeah, that was wild. Anyway.
Yeah, but I don't do that every day.
Fair. Well,
I also can't afford it.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus.
I wish I could afford it.
32 ounces, yeah.
Good guy.
So, let's
back to the beer.
Let's sum up real quick. Let's sum up real quick what this tastes like, and then I want Michael to read the hilarious Pelican does the most over the top.
It's literally a paragraph every time.
Man, I'm curious.
But let's try and for ourselves sum up what this tastes like real quick.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, you have your hop citrus flavor, like very strong, actually.
I'm not getting much in the way of maybe like a really, really, really tart grapefruit kind of a citrus.
Yeah, or even it's like very like aromatic citrus flavor. It's like a bergamot or like a grapefruit. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely bitter. It's not like it's just like it doesn't even feel like a pilsner to me. Even
really, because I'm getting a lot of similarities with this in the Flens.
Are you?
It's just got different flavors going along with it.
Yeah, maybe it's the kind of hop.
To me, it tastes similar, but there's to quote Connor, there's more going on. Not saying that's a good thing.
Bringing it back.
Not saying it's a good thing.
This has more going on than the Flens, or the Flens has more going on than this.
No,
there's more flavors happening
I'm curious.
in this beer.
Maybe
the Flens was just dry and bready and crisp, and as Connor said, this has got like a bit of like, I don't know, super tart grapefruit. There's still no sweetness, but there's
dry.
Definitely some other flavors I'm getting other than the Flens just had this really straightforward, dry, bready, crisp.
I see what you're saying, because this was what I would say, because this has more depth of flavor, there's more layers to it, but this like punched me in the mouth with flavor. Like this was like, it was bready, like intensely bready. This, there's more to unpack here, I would say, but this was definitely
that's more emotional damage.
So I don't. This isn't true. This isn't true anymore. Because of all the microbreweries, but the North Germans brew historically the hardiest pilsners. Like they're the hoppiest, they're the driest.
That's hardy. Yeah, that's a good.
I will say I had a lot easier time.
Well, it also rains through the summer over there. You need something a little bit hardier
to make it through the winter.
Through the summer,
through any time of year.
Yeah, through the year.
Through the summer, that might as well be Portland winter.
Well, that's great. Yeah, no,
it's not quite that bad. I'm exaggerating for comedic effect. But not by much. Not by much.
Helps me explain it, but I would say because this definitely has I would say a little bit of citrus, a little bit lighter flavors, but there's more.
I'll say this:
intricacy.
I'd have a harder time sessioning that.
The Flens?
No, the Pelican.
The Pelican.
I would have a harder time sessioning it. I think, as compared to the Flens. The Flens seems smoother. I don't know.
We're slightly disagreeing.
Okay.
Because I personally think this is more sessionable. As the first sip that I took, I was like, I could chug this whole thing right now. This not so much.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
let me take another sip.
You are soft.
Come on.
I'm rock hard.
Oh, wow. Really?
This is why I need you two here for this review.
Yeah.
Because this is one of my favorite beers.
Yeah.
Because this is what I was raised on.
Fair.
And
it would just be a
so
wash.
I'm mentally, I have a little bit of bias.
That's fair.
Right. Fair. The Flens for me has home field advantage.
All right.
Oh yeah, let's read.
Well, let's get into this.
All right, Michael, brace yourself. Clear your throat. Do what you got to do.
All right,
this needs to be a good read because it's hilarious.
Oh boy,
it's so over the top.
Oh boy.
Pelican Pilsner is a love note in liquid form. From the Pelican.
Start from the
Pelican Pilsner is a love note in liquid form to you from the Pelican Brewers. It is beer so honest and exposed every ingredient is on display. What they fucked up. Okay, so we're gonna take that from the top again because they're fucking up on their punctuation.
Christ.
Pelican Pilsner is a love note in liquid form to you from the Pelican Brewers. It's a beer so honest and exposed, every ingredient is on display in its purest form. With classic elegance and balance, the aromatic hops and toasty, bready malts interplay for a perfect palate pleaser. The distinct quaffability is off the charts.
Quaffable? Oh, sorry.
Good guy. Off the chart. Yet the complexity of nuanced flavors allows for the curious to explore to another level. A lean, hoppy balance in the finish is reminiscent of the Pilsners of Northern Germany. Take a sip and fall in love with a new take on an old favorite.
Fucking quaffability.
Now,
shove it up your ass.
It is rather quaffable. That's exactly the word I was looking for. It's quaffable.
Oh my god.
Just how quaffable. What does that word actually mean? Does that mean
drinkability. It
drinkable?
just means drinkability.
So that's a pretentious way of saying drinkability.
Yes,
okay.
absolutely.
They need to just put unmatched quaffability.
Yeah, why not
Yes,
advertise
yeah,
that?
no.
Yeah. Oh my god.
God.
Jesus Christ.
And then as this say, floral, spicy, hop aroma, brilliant pale color, refined toasty malt, elegant, crisp, clean, and crunching. They put 4...
And to compare,
All right.
the Flens, all the Flens says is brewed according to the German purity law.
Yep.
That's all.
That's all you need to know.
They're not even going to tell you what to taste. It's just like, this is-
No questions. Yeah, no, that's fucking cheese.
Fucking
dude.
quaffability. I'm not getting over that one.
I want to go to Pelican now and be like, so what's your most quaffable beer?
What's the most...
Hey, what's your most
quaffable beer, bro?
Bro, I'm trying to quaff some fucking beer right now, dude.
Quaff
Something
brews.
that's, like really quaffable. I don't know if you could point me in the right direction.
Fucking
You know when I'm trying to quaff some beers, bro?
I swear to Christ.
Yeah.
We gotta start saying that now.
I'm so fucking quaffed right now, bro. Oh my god.
Okay, well, Connor's done. Let's knock these back and move on.
Sorry. I was talking about how I don't know if I'd be able to session this, and I finished it off first, so that says something. I don't know.
Let's quaff these back.
Connor, our resident alcoholic.
Yeah, one of...
Which is the pot calling the kettle black, I will admit. All right, moving on. And we're back.
Round 3.
Now, it's been featured on the last 3 beer reviews in a row. We're back to the Zoigelhaus, but this time they're doing something they're better at. And this is, again, specifically, it's called Zoigel Pils, North German style Pilsner. So,
As long as it doesn't taste like garlic.
oh yeah,
Garlic.
we had their IPA.
Son
It
of
was
a bitch.
weird.
Don't even get me started.
Oh, boy.
It was,
It was rough?
it was a little rough.
Okay.
It's what spurred on my rant about SUVs.
Yeah.
I heard that too.
Somebody gonna die?
Someone's being murdered outside.
We got more important things to do.
Yeah.
We got beer to drink.
No.
I keep fucking up the pour, dude. I think it's.
I think this thing just has...
It's because you don't tilt the glass when you start pouring.
So
Do you pour directly into the bottom of the glass, or does it start at the top and work its way down?
So it is on camera that I tilted the glass.
Yeah, but you still did. I'm gonna watch the editing.
We're gonna watch it back. We're gonna watch the fucking tape.
We need to replay on that.
Yeah.
Because if you did it right, why does your look like that and mine looks like that?
Mine looks like a mugachino for anyone that watches Antidonna, which is nobody.
God damn it! Fucking show.
All right. Cheers.
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 Yeah, I got like a residue on
I'm
that.
full of cheer. Yeah. No.
Actually, we all have residue in it.
You know
Why
what?
just be beer?
This one's a lot more similar to the Flens, I think, right off the bat.
Yeah, I was gonna say more similar.
No.
For sure. Tastes more like it. Less bready though. Smacking?
It has like a licoricey taste. Why does it taste
What?
like licorice?
Licorice?
I don't know what you're on about.
What, like an herbal taste?
Maybe I'm having a stroke.
I don't taste
Michael's
licorice.
one of those super tasters. So
Oh,
you can
you're
taste a
super
bunch of weird nonsense. So,
Ooh, okay. Licoricey?
yeah, take everything he says with a grain of salt.
Like black licorice.
Man, I don't
Not to say you're
know.
wrong, it's just I can never pick out the things you seem to
Put
taste.
salt on all my words. Yeah, I don't know how to.
Or maybe I've got like 3 taste buds. Maybe that's
That's possible. Oh, these guys have a fucking paragraph too.
I'll read that in a bit, maybe.
Yeah, not now. Come on.
I was going to say, I'm not familiar with Zoigelhaus. I don't know if I've ever bought their shit.
Oh, most of their stuff's pretty good. They specialize. Their whole thing. I mean, they do some IPAs, but their whole thing is doing German style beers.
What's a
I like German beers.
What's a Zoigel?
Well, it's apparently some old Bavarian tradition of just hosting people at your house to drink all your beer, and then it moves over to the next house in the village. And,
Interesting.
yeah, it's some old Bavarian traditions, but yeah, that's just the name they picked. Zoigelhaus.
I don't know. This one's interesting. It's almost like it's like the Flens, but less. Feels like
It's not
So
as dry.
No, it's
and
not
it's
as
not
dry.
as crisp.
Yeah, it's not
but
as
it's
crisp.
similar to the Flens. It's more similar to the Flens than the Pelican.
Pelican's definitely different.
Is it Weissbier? The stuff that you drink in the summer? Weissbier? What is it?
You drink everything in the summer.
Okay, but traditionally, it's like an unfiltered.
Like Hefeweizen is the unfiltered. Weissbier is a wheat beer that's filtered, I think.
Have you ever had? Have you ever had Hoegaarden?
No.
Hoegaarden. This tastes. Anyone that's had Hoegaarden. This tastes like
What is Hoegaarden?
Flensburger mixed with Hoegaarden. Hoegaarden is like an unfiltered wheat beer, like super light.
Portland Brewery or
No, it's German. I think it's German. or
Shit, we gotta write that down.
Hoegaarden. Yeah, it has a very unique, I'm picking up the flavor from that in this, but it also has that very bready flavor that the Flens had. So.
Yeah, it's definitely closer to Flens than the Pelican beers.
I agree. It's reminding me more of the Flens for sure.
I'm telling you, I almost, because I think they sell it at the store up the street, I almost want to go get a Hoegaarden.
Oh my God.
Just so you can taste it. And see
We have plenty to drink
maybe
right now.
later.
Maybe
That's
later.
not later.
Yeah, because I swear to God, it tastes almost identical.
Huh, that's so odd.
It's like the Flens. It's a little softer though.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely softer.
I think they didn't go hard enough.
Yeah.
It's less dry.
Yeah.
Depending on your personal preference, it's not as dry.
Not as crisp.
Yeah, it might be as bitter. I'm not sure.
I
agree. I think it's actually as bitter. Yeah.
Well, probably just as bitter as the Flens, but it's not quite as dry. And I think that's making it. I mean, we'll see when we do the back to back to back.
Oh yeah. Jesus.
But
Christ.
Like a jerk circle.
These are 12-ounce beers, guys. You're acting like 6 is a lot.
No, it's
we'll survive.
It's only 2 liters. It's only 2 liters.
Yeah,
it's fine. Yeah, you fucking do that. Yeah,
let's not forget that a half liter is a beer.
A beer. Yeah.
That's one beer. 12 ounce is only a half.
Well,
beer.
doctor, according to German standards,
I've only had 3 drinks.
I've only had 3 drinks. Yeah. No,
So
yeah.
Give me a DUI now.
Damn it. Yeah. But so the Pelican was 35 IBU. I would say that would put this more at like 45 to 50 IBU because this was definitely a little bit more bitter. And then this.
You think that's
Well, it could also be just the type of hop.
Yeah, I think that's more likely. I don't think it's more bitter.
Oh, no,
Because-
that's true.
Because the Oregon hops always have these other flavors going on with them, and in my experience, the German hops tend to be just
They're like mosaic
bitter
hops, the hops, yeah, cryo hops, yeah, no, we got all sorts of hops, dude.
Speak up a wee bit there.
I said,
I know we got the fancy
mosaic
program
hops,
now, but-
the hops. I was just saying
Cryo
different
hops,
kinds of cryo hops, yeah, hops.
Well, like they got different kinds of hops too. I'm just saying that
They do have a different flavor for sure.
they seem, in my experience, they seem to be just more dry, classic.
I would
hop
say
bitter.
the Oregon-
they don't have a lot of like citrusy notes to them and whatnot.
Oregon, yeah, that's the big difference to me. Is the citrusy flavor.
Yeah.
Like a lot of Oregon hops have a very distinct citrus edge.
which is delicious.
Yeah, no, it's good, but it's different.
Done
It's
correctly is very, very good.
It's very different. It leads to less like crisp flavors, in my opinion. Generally, if you have the more citrusy edge to it. So,
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know, like the citrus mistress from Hop Valley.
Oh my god, I've had that before.
It's pretty.
That is wretched.
It's not.
The citrus mistress is so dog shit.
Yeah, it's not great. Yeah.
So Michael read the Pelican. Connor, do you want to read the Zoigelhaus?
Is this because I fucked up the Pelican? Hey man, their punctuation was shitty. All right, no, you read it. No.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so butthurt about that.
I'm not.
I can read it.
I think we've summed it up well enough now. Might as well just jump straight into that.
All right, about Zoigelpils.
Oh.
Our German-trained brewmaster loves brewing according to the German purity law of 1516. The Reinheit.
So it predates World War II.
I guess.
I said we weren't going to make that joke.
And then you made it.
Sorry, yeah. Keep going.
In fact, we only use German malts, hops, and yeast for our gold medal winning Zoigelpils.
Gold medal.
Of all the Pilsner substyles, the one brewed in northern Germany is the driest and crispest, with a bold hop character. Hercules and Hersbrucker hops shine, while providing the spicy and snappy hop flavors and aromas of this classically brewed Pils. Prost!
So I think the spicy is what I was picking up when I said licorice at first.
Spicy is licorice?
Because it's well, I'm not saying hot.
Like spicy. Yeah, I know, I get you.
Lemon
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah,
I get you.
like
an herbal flavor.
Licorice is, I think, a spice.
Fuck. Man down.
But yeah, I mean, I like it. I would say of the three.
Well, we'll figure it out in a sec.
Oh yeah, but as of the
right
standing
now,
it's closer to this flavor than
oh no, for sure,
by far,
for sure. The Pelican stands
but
out.
But as of right now, you're thinking this is your least favorite.
Maybe.
Is that what you're gonna say, or
yeah?
Maybe?
I don't want to sound like I'm just hounding on Zoigelhaus because I was not pissed, but I didn't.
yeah, but we like the Hellas.
That's true.
It was just competing against the nectar of the gods.
1,000-year-old.
That is Fire Stefana Hellas.
Literally.
That stuff was so fucking good.
Yeah,
it was so fucking good. Holy fuck!
They've got like a 900-year lead on you, man. Like, I'm sorry. Like, no, 950 at least.
Yeah, that shit was.
Yeah.
This is what I was saying earlier, though.
Pure pornography.
It was delicious.
The Pelican, this is what I meant by the Pelican doesn't even almost feel like a. It's so different tasting compared to the Flens and the Zoigelhaus now. It's very distinct compared to those two.
No.
But maybe you were saying, Rudy, it's a different style, maybe. Or maybe
it's brewed in like a similar. They're trying to do something similar to the North German Pilsners. It's just got, again, not saying it's a good thing, but it does have a little bit more going on.
Sure.
There are some more flavors coming out of those hops. Like you were saying, a bit of citrus.
Yeah.
To me, just, maybe very, very, very tart grapefruit type of citrus. Like, it's not sweet in the slightest, but yeah, there is like something else going on in the hops other than that classic hop bitterness.
Yeah.
The more I drink this, the more I like it.
That is fair.
It is a recurring theme on this.
The more you drink, the more you enjoy the beer.
But no, there's like a science to that. I'm sure is you get accustomed to the flavor and then you start to appreciate it.
No, sure. Yeah. No, I agree.
Even with the gross one last week that we didn't like,
rough.
We enjoyed it more further down the glass. And remember, we didn't drink from the other one the whole time because we're just like, okay, this is actually almost enjoyable now, but if we drink the other IPA, we're at square one, we got to work our way down again. But
this is definitely it's got a very unique taste. I dig it.
Indeed.
But Hogarth, we got to do Hogarth soon.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
And one of these days, you got to do Bockbier as well.
Yeah,
we showed up and it was just like, this costs money.
Shit, it costs money.
It costed money.
You guys keep saying money. I mean, these are $3. How much was the?
It was like $5 to $6 a bottle.
It's like
12-ounce bottle.
Well, no, they were
they
were half liters.
So it was actually maybe not as terrible as it seems, but it's not cheap. Also,
that's still
it was like buying a draft beer of something decent at a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is fine. Well, we're going to have to drink them at some point
we
anyway,
will,
so
but,
we
yeah.
have to.
We'll do a Bach episode for sure. At some point.
By the
We
way,
will.
I should have plugged this in the beginning.
Okay, plug it. Plug it now.
But I forgot.
That's all right.
Anybody who's made it this far into the review, post in the comments if you have beers you want us to try. Like, for example, next weekend, we've done too many good beers in a row. Next weekend, according to my uncle's wishes, we're going to do Natty Light, fucking Bush Light, and we're going to do Keystone.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit, I'm down.
Hell yeah, brother.
So that's what's going on next weekend. And also, we're going to do a malt liquor episode at some point. Again, according to my uncle's wishes, there is a brand called Lucky's 40s. And
Oh my god,
and he's talking about this, and then my dad just pipes up from the other room, just goes, "Oh, there's a liquor store out in North Portland that sells those."
Oh
of course you know that.
They're like Steel Reserve.
Steel
And like,
Reserve.
oh my god.
Dude, Mickey's.
Mickey's, yeah.
Mickey's was my
Mickey's.
shit when I was in fucking high school.
Yeah, dude, oh my god.
Fuck
Holy
out of
shit.
It'd be fun to do like 3 at a time, but that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of alcohol.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
we'll figure it out.
if you're doing Lucky's 40s, fucking
Steel Reserve and Mickey's.
Steel Reserve and Mickey's, or Old English
Old
and Mickey's
English,
would be
yeah.
a good
Old English.
matchup. Steel Reserve would be good too. But yeah, if you do like 3 40s, you got to drink one of each, and then the back to back.
That's like a lot.
That's 6 40s.
That's like a lot of 40s.
That's a lot of 40.
That's a lot of 40s. Holy
question is,
shit.
Do we hate ourselves enough
Oh,
to
God.
put ourselves through that? I think when it comes to 40s, we can really only do 2 at a time.
Yeah, we'd have to find a way to divvy it up. Yeah. That's
Being realistic here.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
4 40s even would be
A lot.
160. So that's 10.
That's like a gallon.
That's 10 pints.
That's a fucking gallon of alcohol.
That's 10 pints per person.
Holy fuck.
I mean,
It's nothing we haven't done before. It's nothing we haven't done a lot of
That's
times
true.
before.
If we shoot a little pregame video of us barbecuing,
I can't speak for Connor, but
I mean, that's a lot of alcohol.
We'll have to make some.
but you've
some
had
burgers and
like 10
brats and
beers
shit.
in
No, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 pints in the amount of time that we fill. I mean, that would be in an hour.
No, what we would do is we would record for 10 minutes and then pause
for a while.
and then record again.
And drink water.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's so fucking funny.
We wouldn't record the whole day.
I mean,
Just like if we ever did, actually, who's got good eyesight? What time are we? What time?
37:43.
Okay, we're not doing too bad. Just like if we ever did, and I want to do this, try and work through like every major beer style.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, let's go.
The way we would do that is we would record 10 minutes per beer,
Okay.
and we would come out to like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might take us 6 hours, but we'd have an hour and 10 minutes.
We have to iron out like what's the representative styles of each.
Yeah. But I just think it'd be a fun thing to do.
No, that does
would
sound
be-
very
that
fun,
would be fun.
honestly. I'm down for it. That
Okay.
sounds sick.
We could do a 40 at the end.
Why would you do a 40? It's not even beer.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I stopped drinking 40s, not even when I was 21, but when I got my first construction gig and found a corner store that would sell to me at 19.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, after a
And I was
long day
just
of
like,
work.
Yeah, and I was just like, I'm above 40s. I don't do this anymore. I
Yeah.
drink Rainier like a gentleman.
Like a goddamn, yeah, some vitamin R, dude.
Indeed.
Anyway, sweet.
Okay.
Pause the sucker now.
Yep.
All right, y'all.
Well, that was tasty.
Let's pause this. Let's pause this. We can all have a piss, and then we'll move on to the back-to-back-to-back.
I was gonna say.
And we're back. All right, on to the back-to-back-to-back.
Pelican.
So here, Connor, pay attention.
Okay,
Right at the bottom. There we are.
Oh, and it spooges all over you.
Oh, yeah.
It does.
Well, this one was also shaken up a wee bit.
Oh,
That's
you gave
all right.
What a gentleman.
I gave myself I took one for the team.
What a gentleman. All right, let's open all these bitches.
Indeed. And I'm an idiot, and I didn't realize we were out of pint glasses. We didn't have enough. So we're doing the rest of these in their original container.
A la carte. if
Which
you will.
really shouldn't be an issue. I don't think so. I'm going to start with this guy.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I love its metal clinking. Oh, yes. Oh, like a loaf. It's a loaf, dude.
It's the loaf of bread.
It's just a loaf in a bottle.
That's definitely very malty.
Incredibly malty.
Compared to the other
Like
ones.
not like no sweetness.
Yeah,
just
so
dry, bready, and crisp.
It's like if you took all of the sugar out of caramel. Like it has like a slight caramel.
You know, caramel is sugar, right?
If you took all of the sweetness out of
No, I know what you're saying. Michael. It's like that. Yeah, it's that like crisp, like the burnt kind of scorched flavor of like
toasted.
There you go. No, I get
It is a little toasty, isn't it?
It's a little toasty. Yeah, it's like a toasty loaf.
It's like taking a slice of Wonder Bread.
Well, this is very dry and bready, isn't it?
Oh, very.
Yeah, very much so.
Hogarden. Citrus. Yeah, so I stand by everything that we said previously.
Do you think our descriptions were accurate?
I took one sip of each, or 2 sips of this one.
You says Hogarden so much now that I'm expecting that Hogarden's not even real. It's something you've made up. It's like
Hogarden with 2 A's.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Hogarden. So there.
No idea how that's actually pronounced. I'd have to see the word, and then I could have a crack at it. But
I won't Google it.
it's gonna be a tough one, guys.
Yeah, I think so.
Because
It's rough.
they're so different. Is the thing, and they're all the same style.
No, these are the 2 Portland. Well, no, this is the 2. This is from
Oregon.
Astoria. No, wait.
Oregon.
Yeah, Astoria's Oregon.
Bowie is Astoria. This is
Pelican is
Tillamook.
Yeah.
Now,
okay.
it was started in a small coastal
Tillamook.
city. They moved up to Tillamook.
Oregon coast.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, both these Oregon beers are attempting to do a North German style, and the Flens is the spitting image of said North German style. So
It do be spitting.
yeah, it does when you open it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, these results just more fun to drink. I don't know if you could call that an X factor, just how fun these are to drink.
Yeah, but it is
just
fun.
because of opening it.
It's fun.
Lauren Hill. It's a song, but never mind. But no, this is like seriously like bread with like molasses or something, like not sweet like unsweetened,
You and your confusing ass goddamn taste descriptions.
de-sweetened molasses.
It's like a rye bread or
It's
something.
like a rye bread. Yeah, I want to put fucking pastrami on this.
That would go great with the strong.
God,
sandwich.
I'd
bet it
fucking
would.
slam a Reuben right
Oh
now.
my god. Is there anyone nearby?
I don't know, man. It's rough. It's
I mean, we could get fucking. There's Philadelphia's down the street. They do. I mean, probably this is the West Coast. A poor imitation, I would imagine, of a Philly cheesesteak. But fuck, we could get a Philly cheesesteak.
Fuck boys.
Yeah, doc.
Fuck boys.
Fuck boys. Let's get a fucking Philly cheesesteak. All right.
Who'd want to sit down and have 8 beers? You're in it to win it.
Of the 3,
Hold on.
you didn't say freeze. You said hold on, but I froze.
Yeah.
This is the most
'cause you're-
drinkable so far.
This is because you're a deer in the headlights.
I am a deer.
You can sense my rage.
Yeah.
You picking out anything other than the Flens. And you're terrified. Chilled to the bone.
I'm not saying it's the best. I'm saying this is the most drinkable to me. As far as like chugging the whole goddamn thing, and not like nah at the end of it. Like,
Well, you know what? Actually, you seem to kind of have your mind made up a little bit. Even though it may change as we work our way through these beers, why don't we just start out with which one we're liking so far and talk about the differences between these 3 beers? Starting with you, Mike.
So
let's just get out of here. Fuck it.
okay.
We might as well do this. You know, it's probably better to do this at the beginning while we still have beer from each beer.
Sure, yeah.
Because we keep doing this at the end. It's like 2 are empty.
You
You got a
can't
little bit of
actually
wine.
verify.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
So I think
This isn't a final decision. Just
Give us
right now. Okay, no, so I would say as far as drinkability, I would go 1, 2, 3. But I think that this obviously is the closest to what it should taste like. So keeping that in mind, I would say that this is the second closest, the Zoigelhaus. I'm sorry, we need to.
Well, this is also.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
This is also. There's a reason we got 3 of us here. Well, actually, as we experienced on the light beer episode, that does not inhibit a tie.
Yeah.
What are you leaning with? What do you think you prefer?
The Zoigelhaus is by far the closest to the Flensburger, but I think that my favorite, what I would buy of the three, is the Pelican.
All right.
Which is the first time.
So what's the difference between these beers?
So the Flensburger is incredibly bready, malty, that toasted malt flavor, which would be great with food. I think with food, this would be fantastic. The Zoigelhaus is a very close approximation, but with slightly less bready, malty, toasty flavors. But like the core flavors are the same. And then the Pelican is something almost not completely different. There's like notes that I can pick up from the Flens and the Zoigel. But I mean, as far as drinkability, I think that the Pelican is the most drinkable personally. I'm thinking like summer day, grab a 6-pack, go down to the river. This is what I would probably drink, as opposed to either of these two. So that's just me. That's
where you're at right now.
That's where I'm at personally.
Right now.
Right now. Yeah.
Connor, what do you think?
This is tough. So price isn't a factor, right? For this part, we're just doing complete flavor.
Because here's the thing: this is the Flens is expensive. I keep forgetting that we have to like talk about. You can't just point at shit.
I spaced for a sec too. Yeah.
Yeah. The Flens is relatively cheap in Germany. Dirt cheap by our standards of what beer costs.
Sure.
But yeah, no, we're not going off the price here because obviously it's an imported beer. It's going to cost a lot.
Here's the thing. Here's my opinion. The worst thing what are you fucking doing? Oh my god.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
You ruined a beautiful bottle of Flens. What are you doing? You filthy animal.
That was a good one. Anyways, go on.
The worst thing, as far as beer goes...
Michael's mild autism has kicked in.
Yeah, it's getting rough.
Yeah, see, this is the great part. When you're not drinking the Flens, lock in that carbonation. Look at that.
Wonderful.
That is beautiful. It's a purpose-built bottle.
That is kind of an X factor.
That's actually
the fact
cool.
that you can... these are the most fun bottles to open. They really are.
It's pretty fantastic.
So, in my opinion, the worst thing you can do as a beer is completely fade into the background and not really stand out on your own.
Yep.
And that's my problem with the Zoigelhaus, is that it doesn't really have a distinct flavor. Like, it kind of like is taking a middle ground. It's like trying to be like what the Flens is, but it's not quite hitting that point. And it's like, at least the Pelican is like, it's taking a very distinct spin on what a Pilsner is like trying to accomplish, right? Like, it tastes different. It tastes very different, actually. Pretty significantly different from what, like, the Flens tastes like. But it's doing its own thing. But I think right now, I mean, Flens, it's just the best one, in my opinion. It's good. Zoigelhaus is trying to accomplish that, but it's not accomplishing it. It's not doing it for me.
They went a little too soft.
They went a little too soft. I agree, yeah.
This with, like, steak and potatoes, oh my god.
I mean, any of these
but I would say this specifically would be amazing.
Yeah.
Well, so here's the thing. Well, first of all, you have to remember that now with global warming, it's changing a bit. You got to realize North German weather, and I think this goes for just about any country north of France. It's like Portland or Seattle. Only they skip over that whole summer thing.
It's shitty.
It goes from spring directly back into fall.
Okay.
I mean, there have been like July days where I'm grilling with my friends, and it's like 50 degrees and rainy with a wind chill, and we're sitting there in coats and grilling because the summer is what you do. Fuck you, weather. We're gonna do it anyway. Yeah. But yeah. There's a reason the North Germans brew like the hardiest, driest beer. It's kind of that weather. Yeah. So at the moment, as it stands, I think I'm gonna mirror Connor here, and the Pelican is very good.
It is good. Yeah.
It's different. It's very different. Although also shares some similarities. The Zoigelhaus is good. It's still a good beer. If you find this, it's on sale.
It's all right.
Get it. You're going to have a great time.
You'll drink it. You'll think it's good. Like it's fine.
Yeah. It's just, as you said, it's kind of a half measure compared to this one. It's not dry enough.
No.
It's not crisp enough. This is just dry and bready and crisp. There's no sweetness. It's a strong, bitter finish. It's the kind of thing I like.
The worst thing you can do is just kind of fade into the background and not stand out as the beer. And it's like
any sort of half measures, this is what I was bitching about last week was the compromise.
Yeah.
And this is when I went on my rant about SUVs.
God. Yeah, bring it back. Roll it back.
Because the IPA we had last time, they did like a combination of flavors from like Hefeweizen and North German Pilsner, and then a little bit of like West Coast IPAs.
It was like,
and it turned into this it was just weird. It was a weird, funky tasting brew. It was not good.
It was like when you mix a bunch of colors together and it just comes out brown.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Yeah.
Like, it was
that's what we ended up with.
It was not. It was just brown.
Yeah, it was just a steaming pile of compromise.
Yeah.
And it's like instead of trying to be a little bit of everything, just go hard on whatever thing it is you're trying to do.
For sure.
No,
and that's what this is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what kind of, in a sense, this is what this is. It's like a local take. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I find it interesting.
Well, apparently Zoigelhaus used German, according to the can here, they used German malts and hops.
I don't know if I believe that.
Sure they did. They may have just not used. They might not have used the same. I mean, this is also brewed with like coastal malt.
Sure.
It's like something they're very proud of. It's just fun. It really is.
It really is. Yeah.
So it might not be the same ingredients as this, but I believe they use German stuff. They might have not used the right ratios. To really sell it.
Yeah. It tastes too similar to other Portland or Oregon beers I've had, like the hops. It tastes too similar. It doesn't feel German enough. The Zoigelhaus.
No, that's fair because German beer has a very distinct
flavor,
like German Bavarian. It's so like the Polliner, like the Polliner and the Helles tasted pretty similar.
They're so rich.
It's so good.
So fucking rich.
Polliner, Anger, the German brands are
they've got
very distinct flavor.
That
taste.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like you know it. It's
this is German. It's fun.
This is German beer. Yeah.
This is a lager, and I could eat it with a fork.
Literally.
I'm exaggerating, of course, but it's rich.
Yeah,
it's not what
very
you think.
distinct.
Not what you think of a lager. Yeah. That Pelican's nice, though.
It's good.
Nice.
It's good.
That's the thing.
What's the thing? This is a beer I get all the time.
Yeah.
The Pelican Pilsner. It is a great beer. Every Thursday, I go to this run club where we go for a run. And it's great. It's a fucking running store, but behind the cash register, they got like 5-6 beers on tap.
Okay, hell yeah.
And so every Thursday, they've got the Thirsty Thursday run. We all just show up. It costs nothing. You go for a run in a big group. You come back. Your first beer is $3, pints, of course, and after that it's $5. And to be perfectly honest, that's cheap in Portland. That's really cheap in Portland for good beer for microbrews.
Oh yeah.
And Pelican Pilsner is on tap.
Hell yeah.
It's my first beer.
Hell yeah.
Every time. The only reason I switch it up after the first beer is this goes down too fast.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Especially after a run. You do a 4-mile run, you can knock out like fucking 5 of these in an hour. And I drive there because it's in Northwest Portland. So I can't afford to do that.
Yeah.
So I always start with the Pelican and then move on to the IPAs to slow down the pace.
No, that's fair. Fucking the standard, dude. Was it Northeast? I don't know. $3 pints on Sunday, all day. $3, and they
son of a bitch.
always have $2 hams.
Oh yeah,
always $2
wait,
for a pint of ham.
$2 hams on draft?
Yes,
Oh,
$2 all
shit.
the time. But they have $3 microbrews on Sundays all day. And you can go to Ole Ole, the Mexican restaurant across the street, bring it over and eat it in the bar while you drink $3 pints. So
That is a winning business strategy right there.
If
Holy
you're
fuck.
ever in Portland, yeah.
On a Sunday.
On Sunday specifically. Yeah, go
Oh man, it's been a minute here, guys. What are we doing?
55.
55. Okay, you know what? 55 minutes in, boys.
All right, we got 5 minutes to chug 3 beers.
We don't have to chug 3 beers. We just have to wrap it up. That's
Sure.
all.
Well, I'm going to chug 3 beers. No.
Oh my god.
You do you, man. You do you.
No, I'm not going to do that. Man.
Well, should we start with who wants to start?
We gotta start with Michael, right?
We don't have to start with Mike. Who's the most prepared right now? Who thinks they got it
It's
on?
Michael. Mike's been prepared the whole time.
I think I'm going to see
Yeah.
what I said a couple minutes
Yeah.
ago. I mean, like...
All right, let's hear it, Mike. Go for it.
I gotta go, as far as drinkability, I gotta go Pelican. Oh, God.
Hold on. Let me just pause this right quick.
It's actually good.
So,
Carry on.
Yeah.
You were saying.
I want to hear it.
so I would say as far as drinkability, I gotta go Pelican, Zoigel. No, you know what? Pelican, Flens, Zoigel. Flens I would definitely go with for like food. With food, Flens, absolutely. But I gotta say, I think my personal favorite is the Pelican, which is I think a first for me. I mean, other than the Beat Breaker, I love their Beat Breaker, but like a few of their other ones really didn't
Hit for you.
Yeah, they weren't quite, But yeah, this is fantastic. So obviously, I'd say Pelican, Flens, Zoigel for me.
That's your final rating?
Yeah, that's
All right.
what I gotta go with.
Connor, do you want to go or should I?
I'll go.
All right.
I'll say this is tricky. Not for first place, but for second place, rather. First place for me is Flens. This shit is really good, actually. Ain't the cheapest beer in the world to get here, but that's probably because of importing it. It's not cheap, which is
It's
understandable.
not a huge brewery.
No, for sure. But this shit is really good. I really like the Flens quite a bit, actually. It's very crisp. It's very easy to drink. It's got a very strong malty flavor, and I fucking love malt so much. Malt's so good. So definitely Flens number 1. Number 2 is a little tricky, but I think I'm going Pelican. Number 2 is Pelican. It's got a very strong citrus kind of flavor. It's got that hoppy edge to it, but it tastes crisp still at the same time. It's very clearly a Pilsner, but it's a different take on the Pilsner. I kind of dig that. And then third place is Zoigelhaus. It's fine. It's not bad. It's good, actually. I would drink it again.
I would go as far as to say it's good.
It's good. It's actively good. But, I don't know. It's just not, compared to the other two, it's not really doing it for me. Compared to like, if it was the same cost, and I could get like a Flens or a Pelican, I'd probably get these two instead.
No, that's fair.
Personally.
It's understandable.
All right. Well, I am going to as I said at the beginning of the doubler, the back to back to back. I'm going to mirror Connor again here.
Uplifting conversation.
So
You're gonna mirror Connor.
Mike does not think the Flens is particularly drinkable. I would disagree with that.
I would disagree as well.
It comes down to preference. It really does. The Flens is incredibly dry, very bready, and it's got like a nice bitter, crisp finish. And it's just, I stand by, after doing this roundup, I stand by my bigotry all these years, claiming that Flens is the best beer. It's just a great fucking beer.
That's fair.
Runner-up is the Pelican.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Hold up.
Because the Pelican is very crisp,
Oh, yeah.
very drinkable. Here's the thing: the Pelican. I'm gonna be real with you guys. The Pelican is more drinkable if you're soft. All right? This isn't an insult to Michael in any way.
Because, like I said, I'm rock hard.
At all
As he said.
At all times. Always ready.
If you don't like the assertive dry breadiness and hot bitterness of the Flens, which is an acquired taste. I mean, it's not for the... It's certainly not a beer for the faint of heart. Again, this is brewed in the most northern point of Germany. They basically don't have something.
That's fair.
They really don't. So if you're not prepared to deal with the assertive flavors of Flens, yeah, Pelican Pilsner is going to be more drinkable while maintaining some of those dry, crisp aspects. It's got a little bit of that going on, and then, I don't know, like some sort of weird grapefruity, very tart
citrus.
Fruit,
it's got a strong citrus, like aromatic citrus kind of flavor. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know about strong, but I mean, there's a little bit there.
It's there. Yeah.
It's muscular.
Compared to the fucking Flens, that might as well be strong.
And then the Zoigelhaus is... Oh, I really like this beer. I've had it a bunch of times. Pretty much every time it's on sale, actually. It's a great beer, but now having it with these other two beers...
In comparison, yeah.
It's trying to be the Flens, but it's a half measure. And that's what puts it in third place for me.
That I 100% agree.
And that's the great thing about the back-to-back-to-back.
Yeah.
It is.
Really can feel that.
It's trying, but it's not dry enough. It's not crisp enough.
It's not. It's not malty enough even.
No.
It's not. It's not getting there.
It kind of lingers.
Yeah.
You know, the Flens finishes.
Yeah. You gotta finish it.
Yeah, you gotta finish.
All right, what time are we at, Mike?
101:49.
Ah, fucking. Yeah.
Well, we cut out the great.
Yeah, that's true. All right, that's literally all we've got time for. So, wrapping it up. Mike, your vote?
Falcon.
Pelican, Flens, Zoigel.
And Connor.
Flens, Pelican, Zoigel.
And I'm going to go Flens, Pelican, Zoigel.
So, Flens is the winner.
There we are.
Flens wins.
Who would have thought
that Flens would win?
The original, not the original, but, you know, a classic North German Pils would beat out the other two.
And you can close it.
Hey, cheers to that! And it's a really fun bottle to open.
It is
All right.
quite fun.
Until next time.